Welcome round 5. We have Tim versus Ash. I believe Tim won the die roll, and they both kept 7s, so we're doing great. Tim, you want to show first?
Yeah, sure. All right, so we got some of these, and we got some of these. So pretty big potential in this hand.
7 magic cards all together.
Magic the Gathering cards.
Not even a single Pokemon card. All right, Ash, you're good.
I wanted to bring my Blue Eyes White Dragon, but
Okay, so I have these, I have those, and I have those. My game plan is kind of this, to be honest, and then other things.
Can you believe it? Ash also has 7 magic cards.
Alrighty. Ready to start off?
Yep.
Alright, we're gonna go Great Furnace, Soul Ring,
Oh my.
Talisman of Dominance.
Okay.
Take 1 to make a blue.
Yeah.
For an Emery Lurker block.
Okay.
We're gonna mill my 4, and then I'm milling Vampiric Tutor, Deadly Dispute, Sulphur Springs, and Marsh Flats.
No artifacts.
No artifacts. Kind of awkward, but
But still quite the turn
Yeah,
one
you're good.
nonetheless.
Nonetheless, it is quite the turn. Well, I am gonna do a pretty amazing thing of my own. I'm gonna get a Taiga
yeah.
and play
The
Noble.
noblest of hierarchs.
So, how's it feel to be on the losing end of history?
So far it feels fine.
Okay, you can go.
Emery versus the human druids.
I'll draw for turn. Let's see. Play this island.
Yep. That's a lot of mana.
I'll play a Trinket Mage.
Okay.
I'm going to go get a Pyrite Spellbomb.
Okay.
That's a reasonable one.
Goodbye, Noble Hierarch.
Sure.
Unfortunately, Emery won against the druids.
And we'll get in for 1 as well.
Okay.
I don't have anything to... Alright, Pyrite Spellbomb. For those that aren't aware, I will cast it with my colorless. I'll sack it.
Not
and
good to
shoot
go.
it. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie, my hand was like fine. But
There's a reason Slow Ring is 4 points.
things have occurred since then. I'm gonna play this Caracas,
Caracas is notably pretty good against Emery.
Birds of Paradise, and then you can pick up your Emery.
Sure.
Like
It does get
It's
to
good against
keep
Emery
you
in the
milling.
sense that it keeps you from activating it, but it lets you just keep milling for 1 mana.
yeah.
So if you ever find a Goblin Welder,
yeah, it's not great
Draw for
me.
turn. Well, it's not Goblin Welder, but
the druids fell to Emery, and then
So
Emery
sorry.
fell to the birds.
let's see. I think we will start off with 5 mana. I will need to take 1.
That's
For a
lot of
blue?
mana.
We're going to play this Lorien Revealed in its alternate casting cost.
Draw 2, 3.
Draw 3.
Draw 3.
Draw 3.
I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be 8 points.
Sure.
The good news
We're
is
gonna
Ash.
play this wonderful Urborg. I've
Okay.
assembled Tron.
I mean, that's actually
Yeah, you've
relevant for me.
given Ash.
We're gonna duress you.
Ha!
No. All right, that is a bummer. No hits, but good to have information. I wanted to really if
Honestly,
you had like a chord or something in hand,
Ash's
sure that
hand
that
is it's not looking too bad considering
Where we came from.
the start that Tim had. That being said, Tim did just draw 3 cards and has access to lots of mana.
Yeah, you do.
It's like Jace's ingenuity, but sorcery speed.
Honestly, I think we're just slamming.
Slamming the Rhino.
Bum, bada, bum, 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 bum.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that does seem all right. We'll draw.
That's usually a pretty good
That's,
play. If you don't know what to do, just like Siege Rhino is never gonna be wrong.
Well, I mean, you know.
All right. This might be pretty cool. Oh, it doesn't matter. I think we start off by getting rid of Siege Rhino with Molten Collapse.
Big sad. I'm about to draw reanimate, then you're not gonna be.
It'll be a little bit
We'll
sad.
see who's left and then.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. So I don't know why that was so difficult.
Gonna play another Emery.
Okay. I mean, it's actually the same Emery.
I mean, it is the same Emery. Milling, Skull Clamp, Badlands, Galvanic Blast, and Prismatic Vista.
Okay. A million more cards than Devin.
Toxic.
And then I will. I think we're just gonna pass the turn from there.
You got 3 cards?
Yeah, 3 cards in hand.
Okay. That's a magic card, I guess.
Ash, now left without a Siege Rhino, does not know what to do.
Play Survival of the Fittest.
That's pretty good too.
That's a pretty good card.
Play a Dryad Arbor.
Yeah.
I will pass the turn.
I'm going to, in your end step, take 1. I'd like to channel Otawara to bounce your survival.
I'd like to activate Survival of the Fittest, discarding this Kiki Jiki Mirror Breaker.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good one to discard.
You know, if you're gonna discard something. You don't have any like good things to get back with this Emery, right?
With this Emery, I have a Skull Clamp, I have a Pirate Spellbomb.
So the answer is no.
This game has been much more close than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get this Karma Code.
Yeah, that seems decent.
Okay, and then where does this go?
Back to your hand.
Ah!
Jeez.
Alright. I'm good.
It is relevant that next turn he has to choose between.
End step. I gotta bounce this.
I'll draw for turn.
What was the card you got off the round?
Karmic Guide.
Verdant Catacombs. Crack.
Yep.
Grab.
You have a Emery, right?
In hand, yes.
Okay, gotcha.
It's not just any Emery, it is the Emery.
The same.
The
one
same.
and only.
The one and only.
Devin, you're not on Emery, right? It mills you. You can play LED Mox. 1 mana Emery. I mean, you know, honestly.
No.
Okay. you're probably.
Where is my Badlands?
Did you mill it?
Oh, it is milled.
Uh-oh.
That's a little bit awkward.
You got a Blood Crypt?
I mean, I do have a Blood Crypt.
But it hurts
It
so
hurts.
much.
You can unfetch if you need to.
No, I definitely need to fetch.
It is a swamp.
Huh?
It's a swamp.
Yeah, but I have to fetch a swamp.
No, I mean like if you just needed to tap for mana.
I need red.
Okay.
Very unfortunate.
Why do you need 2 red mana, dude?
So we can kill you.
That's the hope.
I sure would like that to not be it.
I've got a colorless float in.
Okay.
And Soul Rune. I'll play this Goblin Engineer.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that card before.
Goblin Engineer does make the Emery consistently milling things more relevant.
Yes.
It does indeed, yeah.
Sure would agree with that.
I'm gonna put this Walking Ballista in the yard.
That's a reasonable one. I don't think you wanted to give him that card.
That's fine.
Colorless and black-red. I'm gonna cast a Polygon's command.
Sure.
I will deal 2 here, and I will return Walking Ballista
Okay.
to my hand.
Kolaghan's command, continuing to provide much value.
I'll play this Walking Ballista X as 1, and I will go ahead and shoot your bird.
So much
Shoot the
value.
idiot bird.
Dang.
So much value.
Let's see, I think we'll just pass. At some point, I do need to start applying pressure, but
Today is not that day.
Did you get your last ping? Oh, you don't need a ping, sorry.
I don't need a ping.
The remembered number is 2.
Yeah.
Go ahead. See, I can take quick turns. What are you
I'll
doing
draw.
there? I'm just kidding.
Trying my hardest. I think we keep going Emery.
Mm-hmm.
Never stop.
Milling, Shadow Spear, Duretti, and 2 lands.
Okay.
Go for it.
This game has been very back and forth. I'm very here for it.
True.
What you got going on over here?
Magic the Gathering cards.
We don't play those here.
Sure we do.
Fix this real quick. We remembered to hit record up here, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
That would not be the first time.
No.
It was only once, but we caught it like 5 minutes in, so we were pretty able to like, okay.
Just
It's like
summarize.
only like 3 or 4 times. It's like nothing really happened. Okay.
This game would be quite the game to just pop in on.
Yeah, it sure would.
It's like, so anyway, Tim had 5 mana on turn 2, and
Proceeded to not win the game immediately.
and then he used the 5 mana to cast Jace's Ingenuity.
Hey, Lorien Revealed for its alternate cost is exactly what I needed.
Yeah, I know, it did great. Winning the game.
Trying.
Losing the game.
Player can concede the game at any
Conceding the
time.
game. Bribing him for him to concede the game.
Hey, Judge. At what time can a player concede the game?
I'm gonna fetch.
Only if their opponent has
That's good.
not bribed them.
Are we good with that?
That's good.
That's all well and good. Pretty sure we just want to buy you. Seems like a pretty reasonable thing to be fetching right about now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Infuriating.
Very Survival of the fittest confirmed.
Go
Good
ahead.
card.
Fury confirmed good card.
Sure.
No, it was survival for sure.
Yeah. Survival. Fury was more the byproduct.
Smelter.
Yeah.
I hardly know her.
What is it?
Soken's the Smelter.
Oh, yeah.
But if you just type SOK Smelter. I'll go to combat. Or beginning of combat.
Yeah.
With this trigger. I will
Sack it. Pay
sack
it for
that,
itself.
make a
Make a guy.
make a dude.
There's a 3/1 in there somewhere. Nope. This one's
Unless I go.
no attacks with a.
Gotta know when to hold him. Know when to fold him. Lots of cards I wish I had access to.
Just play an Emery.
No. Can't quite do that. Emery has lurked her last lock. Oh, Cradle. It's active.
Dang.
Oh no.
Minsk and
It's
Big.
hamster time.
This is where things go poorly.
Yeah.
I think we are simply making Boo a big boy.
Yeah, that checks out.
Mega hamster. Unfortunately,
that's the
4 4s with haste are bigger than 3 1s with haste.
Little known fact, yeah. Draw.
That's mathematics right there.
What? It is.
I mean, I think it is.
The One Ring.
Oh my gosh.
That's, you know,
That's a pretty good
fight
draw.
fire with fire.
That's a
They play a
pretty good draw.
Minskin Vu, you play a One Ring.
Immense.
I'm gonna
MINC
actually draw.
or SC. MINSC.
What's that? I forgot.
Because just 2 cards. Do Minsk Boo.
It's an ampersand.
Well, you can skip the ampersand.
Yeah.
Just don't tie the an.
Sorry.
It's okay. This is my commander, by the way. It says it right there.
To be honest, I just forget that card can be a commander, and it makes me actually
And for turn?
want to play commander at some point. Specifically, just for my love of Minskin Vu.
Experimental synthesizer.
Okay. Sure.
Play bauble.
Yeah.
Go to combat.
Mm-hmm.
Sack my Great Furnace. Make another 3/1 construct.
Yep.
Let's see. Not looking great. We'll go ahead and send both of these at Minskin Vu.
Block.
We'll pass the turn.
I'll 4 this and draw 4.
Ash. But
Think about how perfectly fine and still good Minskimbu would be if it did not say draw X cards.
oh yeah, no. I feel like that's been the theme with a lot of like Ragavan, Minskimbu, the One Ring, Orcish Bowmasters. Like all of them just have lines that could be completely omitted, and the card would still just be great.
Yeah.
Oko.
But the best line. You can remove the best line
Yeah,
from this card.
and then it's still great.
good.
Soken's Smelter, you can't do that.
X is 2.
Does Gaia's Cradle tap for mana?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
What's that thing called?
Hmm?
What's that thing called?
Mawloc, MAWLOC.
Moloch.
It's a very good
I
card.
assume I'm losing this illusion.
Yes.
Yeah, things are rough when your opponent has a survival of the fittest and they just cast the creature
Go
anyway.
ahead.
End step, I'll bobble you. Neat. Upkeep, I will lose 1 off of my ring.
You
I
can
will
show the.
draw off bobble.
Or I guess it'd be this way.
I'm gonna draw for my 1. Wait, no, sorry. This was off of bobble. Draw step. Now I activate.
Did you already take your damage?
Yes.
He was a
Sweet.
9.
Well, we got
You drew 4 cards without a Minskimbu.
we'll go for an expressive iteration.
Yeah. Okay, listen. I was aware of this from the previous game, but I understand Minsk can boost the problem. I also don't know what I was ever thinking playing any version of this deck that wasn't on Minskimbu.
Oh yeah, Minskimbu is like
Well-
the best card in the deck.
I was blindsided by wanting to play more creatures that do stuff.
Minskimbu, yeah. See, there's 2 things that the deck does really well. It plays creatures that do stuff, and then it just
Ramps and
plays
Minskimbu.
mana dorks and plays a Minskimbu on turn 3, and that's just good enough.
My Caracas.
Exile
Oh my god, it's great, I guess.
and bottom.
What's the new song?
Volatile
Volatile
Fault.
Fault.
Yep, I have a hot play that Ash could have done.
Me?
Not that it matters, but yeah.
Yeah, probably. This deck does a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And for turn.
Is this game 1?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a good game.
This has got to be the most grindy mashup, right?
Probably.
Top.
Yeah.
1 floating. Fault your Caracas. I'll make a treasure.
I'm gonna float away.
There should be treasure over here somewhere. At some point there was a treasure over here.
Is it in the bottom of
There
the
you go.
Yeah. Okay. I'll immediately crack that treasure. Sorry. For ponder.
Okay.
Dig, dig, dig.
Oh, woo!
Ooh.
Oh, cards.
Okay,
Falling on the
shuffle.
floor. Or just in my lap.
Hey, that's convenient. I think, yeah, you've managed to
I caught them all.
survive that relatively unscathed.
Well, I am the fittest, so I will therefore.
Sure.
Shuffling off of my ponder. We are spinning our wheels a little bit. Make sure my outs aren't in my yard.
Interesting.
Huh.
Okay.
I had to fully spell since I survived.
Really?
It would not work any.
Huh.
flip top.
Yep.
Go for it.
End step. I'm going to discard this Passageway Seer to go get the Solitude and use the white floater to cast this Enlightened Tutor to get this Recurring Nightmare.
Yeah, I think we can go ahead and probably scoop this up.
You're
I
dead on
was-
board.
Yeah,
Yeah.
choked on colored mana. I had plenty of black, and then
Why does Boo have haste?
I don't know. I don't know.
Like, the play I was thinking of, which I don't even know if it's better than what you did, but the turn that he had protection with the One Ring, you could have,
questing beast.
yeah, Questing Beast,
Yeah,
to just
that's true.
force in a bunch of damage, and then he's taking damage from his One Ring.
I mean, that turn I was just going to. My plan was just to Recurring Nightmare back my Siege Rhino, then Jaxus the Siege Rhino, and then sack the Hasty Trampoline Siege Rhino to Minskamboo.
But Questing Beast.
But Siege Rhino, Nicholas, you're not understanding.
That's pretty fun.
Siege Rhino, another example.
the point
I
is-
mean, Questing Beast, another example of a card that just you could omit any of like the lines and it would still be good.
The point is, I could have killed him without going to combat that
It
turn.
has reach,
Sure.
doesn't it?
Siege Rhino?
Questing beast.
Questing Beast.
Death touch.
It's Death
It's
Touch, Vigilance,
Vigilance.
Lifeline.
Oh, death touch.
Or no, it doesn't have Lifeline. It is
No, haste.
Haste. Yeah.
I think haste is the one thing on the card that if it was changed, it would get much less good. But any of the other, like,
It doesn't need death touch.
yeah, it doesn't need Death Touch, it doesn't need Vigilance, it doesn't need any of the other 3 lines.
It doesn't need to be.
The
a
Planeswalker line is
block
pretty
really-
relevant.
Yeah, like they
Yeah.
could get rid of any of those other lines and it would still be a very, very playable card.
Rampaging Raptors. That's the card.
Yeah, so imagine Minsk tossing a siege rhino through the air.
Minsk really said, "Oh, yeah."
Take the plan.
That's what I imagine the Rhino
It's like
sounds like while airborne.
the scene in Monty Python and the Quest for the Holy Grail when they're just like launching farm animals over the wall. Except it's a rhino.
I'll try this.
Sure. You want to reveal your hand?
Yeah. All right. So we got some of these. We got then some of these, and yeah, we got a game plan. All right, you're good.
So I have a lot of this, which is also a lot. I understand this is a lot, but I also have this. So that's what we're doing.
I'm here for it.
All right.
All right. Gonna start off with a
Soul Ring Talisman Emery.
Seed of the Synod. Not quite as interesting. Sensei's Divining Top. Mishra's Bauble.
Okay. Bobble now? Bobble later?
I think we wait.
Okay. Go to me?
Yeah.
Draw. That's a good one. I'm going to play this Concealed Courtyard and pass the turn.
I will follow you in my end step. In your end step. Okay, cool. Alright, go to me.
Did you hit my shoulder just now?
I did. That was
Draw a bauble,
sounded painful.
and then draw for
fine.
turn.
It's probably good.
I'll play this mountain.
Ooh, mountain.
Mountain.
Love that.
Ash is so committed. He will dislocate his shoulder just
Skull
for
clamp.
people to be
Pass
able
the
to
turn.
watch easier.
That's a funky skull clamp.
So I'm gonna
From
play
a
this on
secret
my
layer.
interior. No force of wills.
No force.
Not on force.
Did you look at your top card though?
Could have been force of will. Never know.
It was not force of will.
Big sad. This might be good to do that, I guess.
It was enlightened to her. Tell me how you're cheating.
Oh, my top card? I thought you were talking about
Yeah,
Tam.
your top card that we all knew.
Oh, I didn't. What was it?
Ash did once show up
What was
to a modern Friday night with like 6 Path to Exiles in his deck.
It was an accident. I tell you what, though, that mono green Stompy matchup was easy. It was an accident. I didn't mean for it.
That's pretty funny.
As soon as I found out, I went to the judge and I was like, "What am I supposed to do?" He was like, "You can put basics in your deck," and I was like, "Okay."
Path usually puts basics in other people's battlefields. But
I will draw this quick one.
Yeah.
I will play this Mox Emerald.
Yeah.
I will fetch.
Sure.
I'm getting a Badlands
Sure.
and then killing your Soul Cap.
Very nice.
You can go. Welcome back.
welcome to the land of the living.
I'll spend an end step.
Nice, you missed an opportunity to Knight of Autumn Ruin Mox.
Why in the world would I want to do that?
Just discussing the various lines, you know, like
Leave it like
sometimes.
that.
What's that first? Oh, it's like mission bomb.
Draw for turn.
I thought about just hitting a suit to sign on, because like you can never replace a creature, it never matters.
Sure.
But
Scalding turn.
something told me we were in for a grinding matchup.
I'll crack this for an underground seed.
You can cut if you like. Yeah, you're good.
You're good. I think I would like to tap that underground seed for an Inquisition.
You take my Skull Clamp.
The
I have
Inquisition.
lands and Questing Beast.
Quest
The
Beast.
Inquisition right after the Mox and the Knight of Autumn came down.
A little
was
rough.
A little sad.
Yeah. It happens.
And then the impending doom of
Questing
Questing
Beast up on the.
No, just give me the Japanese.
No, everybody knows all the words on Questing Beast.
No, they don't. Put Questing Beast on the.
Alright, what's it be?
It's.
Do you know all the names,
Yes.
all the words?
Okay, so it is Vigilance,
Every
Death
word.
Touch, Haste. It cannot be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Combat damage from your creatures cannot be prevented. And if it deals damage to a player, you can deal that much damage to a planeswalker that player
I'll pass the
controls. And it is 2 green for a legendary creature. It is okay. I might get the creature type wrong.
Queasted.
Is it just a beast?
I will unfortunately
Sweet.
not have Metalcraft for Galvanic Blast, but I will
Oof. Okay.
at least.
Goodbye, Knight of Autumn. Alright. Go ahead.
Is the beast in play?
Yes.
Yes. I will spin top and step.
He cast Galvanic Blast, though.
Oops.
It was very quick.
Very quick.
Yeah. Like him playing it and then it's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Draw. I play this Flooded Strand.
Mm-hmm.
Crack Flooded Strand.
You get 2 cards?
Yes, 2 cards. Let's grab a
Volcanic Island, eh?
Volcanic Island.
My goodness, that island is rather volcanic.
Yeah. What of it? I think the craziest deck we've had on Paperlanders has to be 5 color slivers, right?
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, Paul played 5 color slivers.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna flip top.
Unfortunately, I don't think it did that well.
I think I had 1 game that was pretty glorious, but
Yeah.
it wasn't great.
I'm just still hoping for that, so.
You know, if you didn't have any basic lands.
I'm
I'm
gonna
just kidding.
Bitter Triumph, paying 3 life. Destroy target creature or planeswalker.
Okay.
And then I'm going to dash Ragavan.
Yeah.
Monkey.
Burt.
Okay.
Make a treasure.
Man, this match has been definitely the best match so far.
Do I want a noble hierarch? Probably not. You're fine. I'll just keep the treasure.
Okay.
But you could have the druids and Emery working
Go
on
for
the
it.
same team.
Does oh, never mind. I was going to ask if you were done with it.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm not sure what this is doing, but I'm currently casting another Armor's Call.
Yeah.
I'm not fully sure what I'm doing with it quite yet. That is something that we're going to.
You're not getting noble hierarch. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, that's true.
Ignoble hierarch.
Ha! Checkmate, atheists. Devin, if you're thinking about it, you're doing it wrong. Wall of Omens. That's actually.
Wall of Omens
This is
draws a
probably
card.
legitimately a good option. Yeah, we're just gonna get this notable creature,
Yeah, notable creature.
Grisk the Hunger Tide.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna play this basic plans.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna cast this Grisk the creature Hunger Tide.
Mhm.
I'm going to
That's the official name, Grist the Creature Hunger Tide.
yeah.
Mhm.
It's a shame that Skull Clamp is in the graveyard.
It really is.
Both skull clamps in the yard.
I would like to tick up my grist. We shall mill this
Not an
elf
insect.
druid, and then I'll pass the turn.
I want to know if anyone in
Draw
Canlander
for
has
turn.
ever milled over an insect with Grist.
Unlikely.
Black lands decks could mill over Skeet Swarm.
That's true.
Oh, excuse for it.
Yeah, that's
That's probably the only one. But
Or if you you fractured identity your opponent's Grist, and then you mill over your
Your
own
own
Grist.
grist does combo with itself.
Trinket Mage.
Okay. I guess another thing you get out of white if you splash white in that deck is you get Portable Hole.
In this deck? Yeah, you get Portable Hole, you get Oswald Fiddlebender.
And Enlightened Tutor.
And Enlightened Tutor. But Oswald Fiddlebender is the fun card.
I got this one's coming up.
You could do Brea. I don't know if you should, but you could.
Probably not.
Seems like a lot for a little.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna Oswald Fiddlebender? It's Pod.
It's Artipod.
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 But it has a leg.
The Art of Pod.
But it has legs? That's true.
So it's Vivian.
But it
Or not
Can you
Vivian.
only activate
Wait.
pod as this?
Vanifier.
Prime Figure Manifier. Yeah.
Yeah.
what?
I didn't know if you could activate pod at instant speed or not.
No. Bro, dude.
When I very first got into playing Pod, which was when I was pretty new to Canlander and much less good at Magic, I definitely.
you were about as good as you are now.
You're right, not good. When I was still bad at Magic, I definitely, for probably the first. Actually, I think it was a while that I just never had read that line on Pod, and I activated it at instant speed all the time, and no one ever no one ever knew either.
By no one, he means me.
Yeah, it was mostly me and Ash were the only people that
I was
really
also-
played Canlander at the
I
time.
was also much newer to Magic.
Actually, I don't
And
love
it was great too because Ash would play blue white most of the time, and so I would be able to in response to his removal pod the creature away.
I think it's one of those things where there are a number of activated abilities in the game that the fact that you can do them at instant speed is super relevant to them, and that would probably be the case with that card if you could. But I think most of the time when you see a pod and or whenever pod starts doing things, you're so unconcerned about when it's happening. You're more concerned about what's happening.
Sure.
What are they getting?
Well, I mean,
Instant
you
speed
interacting
pod
with it is
would
relevant.
be much better though.
Oh yeah.
I remember
It would be bordering on Flash Hulk stability.
Opal.
Okay. Dash event?
Top. Normal event.
Okay.
normal, man.
No more Ragavan.
Boring old regular Ragavan.
Go for it.
Let's cycle this.
World fire.
Fireball.
You have no cards?
No cards.
Uptick Grist.
Yep.
Nightmare. Have a bug.
Yes.
Thanks, bro. Wall of Roots.
Yeah.
Go for it. Keep spin that top.
Yeah. You think?
Spin that top.
I'll go with Seat of the Sun. Back like that.
Mm-hmm.
Draw for turn.
Yep. This has been a grindy match.
Yeah, this match has been very grindy.
Crack this for black.
Well, that's a lot of mana. Or
Uh,
the Revolt. Yeah. My
Under
mom's.
Mox, yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it can't hit tokens. I mean, it can hit tokens, but that would have to be the main mode of it.
Gotcha.
And we don't really want to do that.
That's rough, but what you gonna do?
Let's
Go
go
better
for it.
wall or
I
roots.
think it's really
Yeah.
interesting that we play this 100-card singleton format. You know, I feel like in theory it should be pretty difficult to have games look so similar, and it, like we see the same cards like every game of each match. Like,
Yeah, I could kind of see that.
Let's do it.
Don't like that. Yeah.
I think it's probably correct to take the Trinket Mage because you can't block these bugs. But thing is, you get the Monarch, you get the Tutor again. So I'm just gonna take Ragavan.
Sure.
Monkey.
Can I get a Monarch, please?
Yes.
No, I'm just gonna play this Razor versus Thicket tapped. Go to man step and draw.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Upkeep. Take a look. Draw for turn. Take a look.
Another one.
The joys of Sensei's Divining Top.
Yeah. Pass the turn.
Okay. White Plum.
Mm-hmm.
Nick, would you mind getting me initiative stuff?
Do we have an actual
There's an initiative thing in
this?
there.
But just stacks of tokens.
Yeah. Um. It's 3, 1,
You can attack with that, Ash.
2, 3, 4, 5. Cord for 5.
Yeah.
Get Dry Arbor just for the BM.
That would be some pretty, pretty sick beer, I'm not gonna lie. We will get my friend Kiki-Jiki the Mirror Breaker.
Mm-hmm.
I will Kiki-Jiki this Palace Jailer.
Yeah.
I'll take this.
Yeah.
Go to my end step.
That has to be one of my
I'm
favorite
gonna
things
attack
to
with
do.
my Palace Jailer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go to my end step, draw a card, and on your turn, I'm going to untap my Kiki-Jiki
Mm-hmm.
with my White Plum Adventurer.
So much value.
And top.
It's the problem with top. The first spin always feels really great, and then
Oh,
you
this
just start
literally
like
doesn't matter.
you start filtering into like the really bad cards. You just keep like trying to like put away until eventually you just have 3 terrible cards on the top of your library.
Yeah, so these are what I've been seeing off of top. And then I was like, oh, finally a card. And then I realized if I put this on top, I draw these other 2.
Thanks to the game.
The games.
Actually, I mean, the one benefit of that is like you can play out the Chrome Box, play the Thoughtcast for cheaper, and then top after the Thoughtcast to see actually new cards.
Yeah. I don't think there's
I mean,
any
then he has
card,
no
like
mana
at
when
that
he
point.
dies.
With
Yeah.
the amount of mana he has, there's nothing he can hit that like.
Yeah, I just
makes
needed to
it
see
through.
like anything earlier off of top.
Yeah.
And then, but you know,
All right. Well,
such is variance.
I think
we should have saved our match because we were in the contention for clean sweeping.
That's
Sure.
all right.
Now it'll be Devin versus Nick.
Yeah, that's assuming you upload them in order that they recorded them.
Well, we insured this as round 5.
Oh.
Yeah. Also, Ash just spoiled that it's not the last round. So.
I think we just ADR over like welcome to round 6.
Like an obnoxious bleep, like.
All right, we will see you next round.
In round 5.
Round 6.
Round 4. 3